My dad was asking if he can film you because he has an interesting question for you.
For me?
Yeah.
So you press the button with the red.
Lala nanjala. Nda wasukuchisato anayi. Ntochenge ulizo nibo. Ashila elebwa emuchunge nda wamwechi.
Have you ever
wainga elebwa emutu apanye badirisha.
My name is Francois and I'm from Tanzania. I've been in US for 3 years. I was born in a refugee camp, near Rugusu refugee camp. Although my parents came from Congo, but during the Congo Civil War, 1995, my parents had to move to refugee camp because they couldn't afford the life of the war right there, so they had to move. Life was hard, you know. As I say, life was hard. Over there, it's really hard to get food. You know, we had a good school. It's just that like we weren't that much educated. They didn't really take school as serious, but you had to try hard. You had to try your best all the time. But it was really hard for us to survive. For like 9 people in the family.
No ushimbele nkambi ya Tanzania uno kambi utwa achwa mtwale mukulelebwa emuchunge ndo wamyechi ntuba ama mwa bili badirisha eyo bale mupokela eyo ile bibu, lakini majabu ma Mungu ale musaidia batu ile elebwa emuchunge.
Tamvula omoikepa na bakana na mboga mzuri mvula
Mbele nibo ile bana na ile kweli hapana bumangu tangalwa na mieko ya batu ba ile muchwanka tofauti na bale ababile muishi masantra ishi eke kambi eke mieko ile mubata tofauti nanga maashima ana unda maraselema zaidi atoche wake mzazi sheri mpaka kiyo visite bakimbizi ba ile mukuchwa hapana utangalo na mieko ya batu ba ile mukuchwa nkambi tuba mieko ya asirika mpaka ba mateso.
Okay. I've heard of a lot of stories. I mean, growing up with that Bridge of Hope, which is why I want to be able to tell people stories. But also I've seen of the struggles of refugees once they come here too. There's still struggles because various people taking advantage, or it's hard to transition. So I've seen both sides of difficulty.
If my father walked in this door right now, I wouldn't know him. So I always made sure I was going to be the father that I never had.
Here. Here. Oh, right here. Right there. Oh, got
it? I'm originally from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. It's 30 minutes from Little Rock. Only thing you can do back there is fish. And that's what my mother used to take me fishing all the time. I had a full scholarship to a 4-year, but my senior year, I ended up having a kid. And that's made me decide not to take that scholarship. So it was a big disappointment to me, but like I said, I couldn't say I wanted her to get an abortion because I don't believe in abortion. I believe if God made it, it's to be here. So, my mother almost was going to have me as abortion, but she decided to keep me. So, ever since she told me that in my life, I told her I couldn't believe in abortion. My mother, back in Arkansas, she raised all 6 of us by herself. She didn't have a man to help. I'm 4 brothers and 1 sister, but well, most of my brothers, we was all into bad habits, drugs and everything. But now I got 2 brothers that's deacon, my sister's a minister, and I'm training to be a deacon right now. And when I was in my disease, the only thing I know is get high, chasing 24/7. City High School was so bad during the time that I was in my disease that's why they had to put a police department over here. So things just got out of hand, and once I left City Heights, I went to Oklahoma City, and I stayed off drugs for a while. Then I came back after me and my wife got divorced. I came back to City Heights, and I fell back in that same trap. And at the same time, I didn't have God in my life. But I'm going on 6 years, 7 years clean now. This is a perfect thing to have God in your life today, you know. And that's where I get all my strength from, by serving Him each and every day.
He forced us just to join the military training and fight for guerrilla fighters. I refused to join the military training and I fled to Kenya. My name is Gabriel Testahailu. I am from Ethiopia. I came on May 30, 2012, just from Kenya, East Africa. I was a refugee in Kakuma refugee camp for almost 20 years. Madam. All right. They want to speak with me?
I grew up in an alcoholic home with an addict father and an abusive father, and my heart was for the addict. It always has been, because I wanted my dad to be free so badly. Honestly, looking into all the motivation of my heart and the drive to help people, there's probably been some dysfunction in there of trying to help others when there's part of my heart's been broken. I think it started as me being a single mother and me being in a place of need myself, and hearing a lot of Christians in my life telling me what I needed to do and giving me advice and telling me they're going to pray for me and hope that works out. But I really just needed help. I needed people to just love me and accept me where I was at and just help me. And just remembered feeling like, man, the church needs to do this different, because it's kind of leaving me feeling like I'm out there and an outcast, and like I made my bed, I need to sleep in it, which wasn't really, that's not the message of Jesus.